सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Page 105, verse 26. भ्रान्तिस्वप्नमनोराज्यम् स्मृतिष्वस्तु मनोमयम् जाग्रन्मानेन मे यस्य न मनोमयतेति चेत् भाढं मानेतु मे येन योगास्त्याद्विषयाकृतिः. भाष्यवार्तिककाराभ्याम् अयमर्थ उदीरितः. Vidyaranya dealing with the topic of Jiva Srishta Dvaitam. We are seeing the Dvaita Viveka Prakaranam. Two types of Dvaitam. Ishvara Srishta Dvaitam is one. That duality created by the Ishvara. Second one is the duality created by the individual Jiva. Having completed the Ishvara Srishta Dvaitam, Vidyaranya taking the topic of Jiva Srishta Dvaitam. This Jiva Srishta Dvaitam is of two types. One is Karya Prapancha and Bhogya Prapancha. Karya Prapancha means external world available for every individual. External world or objective world which is available for everyone, which is basically created by Ishvara. From Ishvara's standpoint, this objective world is called Karya Prapancha. From Ishvara's standpoint, the objective world is called Karya Prapancha. The very same Prapancha, which is Karya Prapancha, is becoming a Bhogya Prapancha, a experiential world for a Jiva, the individual. When it comes to the Bhogya Prapancha, from the standpoint of the individual, it differs. From the standpoint of individual, when it comes as an Bhogya Prapancha or experiential world, it differs. Same object, it differs. For that, what example Vidyaranya gave? Yoshita. Woman. One woman, lady, appears as many. Nanabhyam pratiyogi rupena sambandha dvara. When she is related to her family members, she becomes many. As Ishvara Srishta Dvaitam, she is only one. But when the relations standpoint you see, she becomes many. This is the example. For that, Purvapakshi asked, how one woman can become many? How one woman can become many? How is it possible? All of them, they are standing. Mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law, co-sister, all of them are there. But women are not many. Only one woman. How can you say Nana? This is the Purvapakshi's question. For that, Vidyaranya gave answer. She is only one. From the observer's mind standpoint, she becomes many. From the observer's mind standpoint, she becomes many. For that again Purvapakshi asked a question. How is it possible? Even from any person's mind standpoint also, how she can become many? What reason Purvapakshi gave? That many to become, is it possible when the direct perception is not possible? In Bhranti, in Swapna, in Smriti, in another example he gave Manorajya, imagination. In 26th shloka, first line, he gave, Purvapakshi quotes, Bhranti, Swapna, Manorajya, Smritishu, Astu Manomayam. Manomaya Yoshit, Mamsamaya Yoshit. Vidyaranya presented two types of women. Mamsamayi Yoshit, Manomai Yoshit. Mamsamayi Yoshit means a physical body perception. She is many because of Manomaya. Manomaya Yoshit Nana. What is the problem here, Purvapakshi? Vidyaranya talking from the standpoint of Manomaya Yoshit. Purvapakshi is taking from the Mamsamayi Yoshit. So he is not getting what Vidyaranya wants to say. Only one woman, from physical standpoint, he is looking at. One woman cannot become many. Purvapakshi taking only physical standpoint. Are you getting? Vidyaranya talking about different mental projections. One related person seeing that one lady differently. Priya, Apriya, Upeksha. I am happy, she is very nice, she is so sweet, she is so beautiful, wonderful. Priya. For one related person, husband ke Priya. See, mother-in-law looks at then Apriya. She is not cooking properly, not serving to my son properly. So therefore, Apriya. What about father-in-law, Upeksha? He is not interfering in between mother-in-law and daughter-in-law's matter. Upeksha. Woman is same, but Manomaya, Yoshita different. Priya, Apriya and Upeksha. So Vidyaranya presented that way. Then later the Purvapakshi came with what? This is not possible when the woman is directly perceived. This type of Manomayam is possible only in the Bhranti, Smriti, Manorajya and Swapna. Once the object is not directly available in front of me, I can think mentally, in memory, memorizing, memory time, dream time, all my mental projections are possible when the condition is when the object is not directly available. When that person, the object is not directly pratyakshama, when it is not available, that time only all these are all possible. What are all those timings? Either in the Bhranti, superimposition, or in the dream. My Manorajyam only comes in dream, no? I project my own mind in the dream. So, Manomaya Sri Yoshita, I can say. Or Manorajya, some imagination. Imagination also comes from where? No object is available. It comes from the mind only. Smriti, of course, memory also. I recollect everything from my memory only. Manomayam. How is it possible in Pratyaksham? Therefore, he said, Jagran manena meyasya. 26th, second line. I have completed this shloka, I know. Deliberately I am repeating. Because next shloka ke connection. Konja tough technical shloka. Jagran manena meyasya. When the object of perception is Jagran manena, when it is directly available in waking state. It is not a dream, it is not Bhranti, it is not imagination, but Jagran manena meyasya. The object of sensory perception is directly available. Therefore, na manomayam manomayata iti chet. Na manomayata. It is not mental projection when it is directly available. Iti chet. If you say so, Vidyaranya says, if it is this is your objection, your honor, my answer is this. What answer he gave? 27th shloka. That answer, Badham. This I have introduced in the last class. Badham. I accept. Okay. I accept. It is okay for me also. I agree. In Pratyaksha alone, it is possible. Swapna, Bhranti and Manorajya, not possible. Smriti, it is not possible. I agree. But listen to my explanation. What he wants to say, even that Pratyaksha also, Pratyaksha, direct perception is possible after Manomaya Vritti. You cannot see this clip just like that. Vishayakara Vritti Jnanam is required for Vishaya Anubhava. We say. Purapakshi's objection is Vishaya Anubhava alone is there. Vishaya Jnanam is later, he says. We say Vishaya Jnanam Vina, first Vishaya Jnana Vritti, then only Vishaya Jnana. Vishaya perception, when it comes, be attentive. Okay. Every experience, every anubhava of any object in the world, first it has to start in the mind only. In the mind only. This is clip. Clip vritti, clip darshanam, clip anubhava comes. Ghata anubhava comes. Before ghata anubhava, clip anubhava to come, ghata vritti has to take place in the mind. Ghata vritti has to take place in the mind. Manomaya ghata rupa vritti has to take place. Then ghata anubhava or ghata jnanam comes. Similarly, clip also, clip anubhava to come. Clip anubhava to come. First clip jnanam should take place in the mind. In the clip vritti should come. Clip vritti thought should arise in the mind first, Then the clip jnanam comes. Then you say clip anubhava. I experience clip. I experience pot. What do you say? I experience the clip. I experience the pot. Means what? I have pot anubhava, ghata anubhava, clip anubhava. The clip anubhava, ghata anubhava to come, they have to form a image in the mind first. And the image to be formed in the mind. What image? Clip image. Clip image has to form in the mind. Pot image has to form in the mind. And the pot image, that is called ghata vritti. That image is called ghata vritti or pata vritti or clip vritti or any object. Tattadakara vritti. Tattadakara vritti generates tattadakara jnanam. Even though Vishaya is outside, object is outside, and the Akara Vritti Jnanam is inside. Bahya Vishayaha Antara Jnanam. Antara Jnanam Pradhamam Anantaram Bahya Vishaya Anubhavaha. Antara Vishaya Vritti has to take place, then Vishaya Jnanam comes. அந்த விஷய ஞானம் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம்தான் பாஹ்ய பொருளுடைய அனுபவம் வரும். இது எவ்ரி செகண்ட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் இன் அவர் லைஃப். இப்போ உட்கார வச்சு ஒரு லெக்சராக கொடுக்கும்போது என்ன சுவாமினி அபோவ் ஹெட்னு சொல்கிறோமே தவிர வாட் வி ஆர் டூயிங் எவ்ரி செகண்ட் இஸ் திஸ் ஓன்லி. ஸோ தத்ததாக்கார விருத்தி ஞானம் பிரதமம், அனந்தரம் தத்ததாக்கார விருத்தி அனுபவா டேக்ஸ் பிளேஸ். Since Bahya Vastu Vishya is available, tangible, this vritti is not tangible, that's why we are not able to understand. Whether you understand or not, this is the what fact. What is fact? Tattadakara vritti janya jnanam pradhamam anantaram. That jnanam only brings Bahya Vishaya Anubhava. I know the pot. I know the pot. Before you are saying, first that vritti has taken place in your mind. Ghata image has to take place. Ghatakara vritti. Thought of a pot image has to take place. Appoda in the Ghata Jnanam varum. Ella Jnanam appadithaan. Whatever you are getting, Anubhava outside, this is the process. Vidyaranya says, I have a support of my Acharyas, Bhashyakara, Shankara and Sureshwara Acharya. In the second line he says, now you see the first line, have you got it? Manetu meyena yoga. Yogat means samyogat, association. Yogat syat vishaya akritihi. Pramana prameya. Yogat vishayakritihi. Pramana prameya. Pramana is here antahkarana vritti. Here mane he has given. Means what? Pramane in artham. What is pramane? Pramane is nothing but antahkarana vritti. Antahkarana vritti pramane sati. Prameyena. Associate with what? This antahkarana vritti, yoga, association, there must be some object. Meyena. Meyena means any object which is in front of you. Meya means prameya. Meyena means tritiya vibhakti. With that object which is in front of you. Pramanetu. Prameyena yogat syat Vishayakritihi, Vishaya Akritihi. Now Ghatakritihi, how it has come? My Antakarana Vritti Pramanam. That is called a means, instrument. Now you are all looking at the pot. You have got the pot anubhava, pot experience you are all having. So to get the pot experience, what you have got, that antakarana, in your antakarana mind, pot thought is generated. And the pot thought, generated pot thought, and pot yogat. In the pot and the generated pot thought in your mind, they both have got an association. They have got an association. Because physically you cannot see all these things. That's why I am struggling to explain you. If you are able to see the physically antakarana vritti, no problem. It is amurtam. You cannot see, it is as a dravyam. Your thought you cannot see as a dravyam. Isn't it? It is amurtam. That's why I am trying to make you to understand. Pot, anubhava, pot, jnanam, this is prameyam, and the pramana antakarana vritti both are joined. Once they are joined, immediately pot and antakarana vritti pot thought and pot joined together. What is the conclusion here? Pot, prameyam, pot thought, pramanam in your mind, both are contact. Yogat means contact, close. They come to close. Once they come close, what happened? Vishayakritihi. Vishayaha kaha atra? Pot. Ghataha vishayaha. So Ghatakritihi. So your thought gets associated with Ghatakara vritti. So Ghatakara vritti rupa anubhava Ghata jnanam janayati. You have got Ghata jnanam. Swamini, இவ்வளவு நேரம் சொல்றேன் சொன்னதே சொல்றேன்னா அப்படி சொன்னாலும் புரியறதான்னு. So Ghata jnanam. To get Ghata jnanam, pot knowledge, Ghata jnanam is the outcome. Okay, that is the outcome. What you got? Pot knowledge. To get pot knowledge, you must have pot experience. Ghata anubhava. Now I am going backwards. Ghata jnanam, enakku pot theriyum. I know the pot. To know the pot, first you experience the pot. Without experiencing the pot, there is no I know the pot. Clear? I know the pot, once you say, before you say I know the pot, you must experience the pot, then only you can say I know the pot. So, I know the pot, Ghata ஞானத்துக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன இருக்கணும்? Ghata அனுபவம் இருக்கணும். Okay? Ghata experience alone leads to Ghata jnanam. So, Ghata jnanam precedes, followed by the Ghata anubhava. Ghata anubhava followed by what? Ghatakara antakarana vritti, pramana vritti, Ghata yogat, Ghata anubhavaha. Ghata anubhavam varthukku munnadi. I experience the pot before you say, I experience the pot, that vritti and Ghata has to join. Without that, no anubhava. Yogat eva vishayakritihi. Without that yoga, association, anubhava varma. Without anubhava, jnanam comes? No. So, jnana to come, anubhava is required. Anubhava to come, that Vishaya and Vishayakara vritti samyoga is required. Now tell me, Vidyaranya asking Purvapaksha, to get even direct perception also, you required what? Manomaya vritti. Mamsamayi, Manomayi and away. And the Mamsamayi Yoshit Jnanam to come also, it has to start from where? Manomayam only. This mechanism, you see, Bhagavan kept everything very, very beautifully. In your every perception, every jnanam, not only eyes, shabda, rasa, gandha, every thought. Rasagulla thought not comes to the eyes, it comes to the tongue. Before it is coming, that vritti should come in the mind. Even shabda, that vritti should come in the mind. That nice music, she sings very beautifully, very nicely, sweetly, vritti should come. Once you are listening, that singer's thought comes in the mind, all come in the mind. What a computer Bhagavan kept here. ஒரு சிப்பில் எத்தனை இருக்க பாருங்க. மைண்ட் சிப் இஸ் த அமேசிங் சிப். இந்த பிரெயின் இட் செல்ஃப் இஸ் எ பிக் கம்ப்யூட்டர். ஓகே, ஸோ பாஷ்ய வார்த்திக காராபியாம். பாஷ்யக்காரா மீன்ஸ் சங்கராச்சாரியா. That vartika kara, and the kara you have to supply bhashyakara, vartika kara, separately you have to supply bhashyakara and vartika kara. Bhashyakara is Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. Vartika kara means Sureshwaracharya. Why Adi Shankaracharya is known as Bhashyakara, Sureshwaracharya is known as Vartikakara? Because they are very famous because of their commentaries. Bhashyakara, Adi Shankaracharya, wrote commentaries to the original Moolam of Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads and Brahma Sutra. So therefore he is known as Bhashyakara. When a commentary written on a original text directly, it is called commentary, bhashyam ani peru, Sanskrit la. The writer of that commentary is called bhashyakara. Bhashyam means commentary, kara means the writer. The writer of that commentary is called bhashyakara. In Brahma Sutra class, I gave what is the meaning of bhashyakara. And we saw Sureshwaracharya's Vartika Manasollasa also. How many of you have attended? I do not know. I took 150 verses. On 10 Dakshinamurti Stotrams, Sureshwaracharya writes 150 Ullasas, slokas. So many. One sloka of Dakshinamurti, he writes 30, 40 slokas. One sloka. I took in one of my classes in T Nagar, I think. I think in T Nagar. Okay, I took in the T Nagar class Manasollasa. It took long time. So Sureshwaracharya. Now what is the definition of bhashyam? Just I will give the gist. That it says Srutrarthe Varinyate Yatra Vakyaihi Sutranusaaribihi Swapadani cha Varnyante Bhashyam Bhashyavido Viduhu. Bhashyam is that when the commentator take that moolam, sutram or sloka in Bhagavad Gita, mantras, sutras, Brahma Sutra, and they take Varnyante, they comment upon. While they commenting, Swapadani cha, they add their own words also. Swapadani cha Varnyante, and they write their own words and they comment upon their words. They write moolam words also that we are seeing in Gita Bhashyam. What Acharya does, he takes the moola and words and gives the meaning. Varnana. and he writes his own words and he comments upon those words. Acharya. So, swapadani api varnyante bhashyam iti bhashyavidaha viduhu. The knowers of commentaries say, this is called bhashyam, this is what commentary. Commentary, what about Svartikam? One of the disciple, Sureshwaracharya, one of the disciple of Shankaracharya, Adi Shankaracharya. Upon Adi Shankaracharya's bhashyam, Sureshwaracharya wrote a commentary in verse form. Manasollasa is one on Dakshinamurti Stotra. Similarly, he wrote Brihadaranyaka Vartikam, Taitriya Vartikam, Vartikam on Brihadaranya Bhashyam of Shankaracharya, Taitriya Bhashyam of Shankaracharya. So much voluminous. But here, in the 30th shloka, Vidyaranya takes from Manasollasa. From Dakshinamurti Stotra, 10th shloka, he comments Manasollasa and he takes. And Bhashyakara's Upadesa Sahasri, in footnote you can see, Bhashyakara's Upadesa Sahasri take 2 slokas. So therefore, the Sampradaya Gurus have explained systematically. Therefore, I have a support of those Acharyas. Therefore, Bhashya Vartika Karabhyam Ayamarthaha Udiritaha. This explanation. What explanation? Ghatagyanam requires Ghatanubhava. Ghatanubhava requires Ghatakara Vritti in the Manomaya Kosha. Without Manomaya Koshatil Manomaya and the Vritti, Ghatakara Vritti, Patakara Vritti, Klippakara Vritti, any Akara Vritti, that tat Vishayak Anubhava na agachati. Without Anubhava, Vishaya Anubhava, Vishaya Jnanam na agachati. Therefore, that woman, that Yoshit, to get Jnanam, what you require? Yoshit Anubhava is required. For Yoshit Anubhava, you required Yoshit Akara Vritti in the mind. Appa, I have communicated. Now, he quotes from Upadesa Sahasri, next shloka, we will read. Shankaracharya gives beautiful example. That example we'll read. That bodily lifted from Upadesa Sahasri, he has taken without any change. Now we'll read. Musha siktam yatha tamram tannibham jayate tatha Rupadin vyapnuvat vachittam Tannibham drishyate dhruvam. A nice example he gives. This thought taking that akara of that Vishaya, if you want to understand, let us go to a example. That example is, we see these forms, Lord Vinayaka, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna's, that idols. In handicraft and all, they keep big idols. In your house also you may be having. Any metal, for that matter. Any metal. Here Shankaracharya takes that tambram, copper metal, copper idol. What they do generally, they melt the copper. If it is a copper idol, they melt the copper. And the copper, melted copper, what they do, they put in a mold. Which form you want? Suppose Ganesha, I want Ganesha idol. they make a mold in Ganesha form. And they put a wax inside, apply the wax. And they pour that molten, it is called molten. Melted metal, that liquid, they pour in the mold. Once they pour in the mold, what will happen after some time? It becomes so hard, and slowly after a few days, they bring that into a solid Ganesha. How this liquid got that Ganesha form? How the liquid got Ganesha form? Liquid by itself doesn't have any form. Any liquid doesn't have a form by itself. A liquid in whatever, if it is round, it takes round form. It is rectangular, it takes rectangular form. And whatever form you pour into, it takes that same form. This is what all of us we know. Goldsmith does this. All these blacksmiths, they all do this. That liquid metal gets the form of that. Now, similarly, our thought is also a liquid. Our thought is also a liquid in the pores and the mold. That's what he is talking here. Look into the shloka. Musha siktam yatha tambram tannibham jayate. Yatha, just as tambram, copper, asiktam means poured. Tambram, copper is poured. What tambram you can pour? Musha. Musha means melted. Molten. Melted copper. What happened? Tannibham jayate. Tannibham means that form. That formless melted metal, Musha nibham. Melted, that form, whatever is the mold form, Musha means mold. Tambram, Tannibham means Musha nibham. Mold form, Jayate, takes. It is born as what? Ganesha. Tambra liquid born as Ganesha. Appadida. Tannibham Jayate. Tatha. Similarly, Rupadin Vyapnuvat Chittam. Rupadi, Adipadat, Shabda, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Rupa only has given form. You can take Shabda, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsha also. That vritti takes that form. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Adipadat. Vyapnuvat Chittam. Chittam means mind. Your Chittam, which is in the liquid form. It is thought. என்ன விஷயம் நீங்க வேணுமோ அனுபவம் அந்த ஆகாரத்தில் மாறிடும் அந்த விருத்தி in the mind is a liquid. Okay, like a molten copper, melted copper, like your vritti is fluid now. அதுக்கு என்ன விருத்தி ஞானம் வேணும்னு எந்த அனுபவம் வேணும்னு அந்த ஆகாரம் கரெக்டாக போய் பிடிச்சிடும். Okay, now I show the flower. How many minutes it took for you to get flower jnanam? You got, this is a jasmine flower. Knowledge. To get knowledge, you must have jasmine flower anubhava. To get that anubhava, your mind has to get pushpakara vritti. And the pushpakara vritti and pushpa must have yoga. What yoga? Not Ashtanga yoga. Samyoga. Contact. So pushpakara vritti in your mind, pushpadi prameyam have got samyoga, contact, then you have got the pushpa anubhava, then you have got pushpa jnanam. This much time I have explained, but that anubhava jnanam came within fraction of second. Within no time, I can say, within no time it has come. இது மாதிரி தான் நம்ம அனுபவம். காலையிலேருந்து தூங்குற வரைக்கும் இதே தான், ஒரே அனுபவம். ததா, like that, ரூபாதின் சித்தம் வியாப்னுவத். The chittam, the mind, the vritti, vyapnuvat. Here chittam means you have to take that mental thought, which does not have its own form, but what it takes now, tannibham, pushpanibham. पुष्पनिभं वा क्लिप्पुनिभं वा घटनिभं वा तन्निभं, इट्स फॉर्म दृश्यते. व्याप्नुवत् इज थकारान्तः नपुंसकलिङ्गः. व्याप्नुवत्, व्याप्नुवति, व्याप्नुवन्ति. व्याप्नुवत् प्रथमा पुरुष एकवचनं, प्रथमा विभक्ति एकवचनं. व्याप्नुवत् चित्तं, your own mind. Here mind means antahkarana vritti en artham. இங்க சித்தம் என்ன மெமரி அன்னு எடுத்துக்க கூடாது. சித்தம் மீன்ஸ் மைண்ட், மைண்ட் மீன்ஸ் தாட், தாட் மீன்ஸ் விருத்தி, விருத்தி மீன்ஸ் அந்தఃகரண விருத்தி. ஸோ எவ்ரி ஞானம் ரிக்வயர்ஸ் இட்ஸ் அனுபவ, அனுபவ ரிக்வயர்ஸ் பிரமாண, விருத்தி பிரமாண அண்ட் பிரமேய கான்டாக்ட். இதெல்லாம் திங்க் பண்ணுறதுக்கு நமக்கு டைமே இருக்காது. ஏன்னா we are carried away by that விஷயா. இந்த புஷ்பம் பார்த்தா நல்லா இருக்கே, தள்ள வச்சுக்கலாமே, இல்லைன்னா மூக்கு கேட்ட வாசனை பார்க்கலாம் அப்படின்னு தோணும். அசல் இந்த புஷ்ப ஞானம் எப்படி வந்தது? ஹவ் am I getting? எப்போது நமக்கு நினைப்பு வந்ததா? இந்த கிளிப்பை பார்த்த கிளிப்பு நல்லா இருக்கு, எந்த புக்குக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், இதே தவிர நமக்கு அதர் தேன் தட் மாதிரி டீப்பாக போகாது. நமக்கு போகிறதுக்கு விட மாட்டோம். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் இதெல்லாம் எந்த இருக்கட்டுமே, அனுபவம் அண்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு என்ஜாய் த ஆப்ஜெக்ட், ஐ வாண்ட் டு என்ஜாய்னே தவிர சரி எப்படி தான் இந்த ஞானம் வருது, வாட் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் இன் த மைண்டு, அதெல்லாம் நம்ம திங்க் பண்ணாதான். வித்யாரண்யர் திங்க் பண்ணுறாரு, அதுக்கு தான் பஞ்சதசி எழுதிட்டாரு. We can't write, only Vidyaranya can write because they are all thinkers. Okay. Tannibham means Vishaya Tannibham Drishyate. It is very, very evident, available. Okay, next shloka. Now, the Purvapakshi asks another question, but it's not their question, it is expected question actually. What we say when the thought pervades the object, Vishaya and thought, samyoga we said. This is called vritti vyapnuvat anar. Adi vritti vyapti en artham. The vyapnuvat word ki enna sollanum, chittam vyapnuvat enna vritti vyapti enar. Ida vritti vyapti. Now Purvapakshi feels, see, tambram is murta dravyam. Murtam enna tangible, visible, a liquid. Thought is not a murtam. How can it take the form of that object? I can understand, correct dane? I can understand how the copper can take the shape of that mold, whatever shape is there that in the mold, that it can take, because the copper is also murta dravyam. Murtavanna tangible, sthulam. This is also sthulam, mold. Both are possible. But here one is sthulam, Vishaya is sthulam, but vritti is amurtam, it is not sthulam. How that amurtam vritti can take murta form? Correct dane? Sometimes Purvapakshi more brilliant, no? ரொம்ப brilliant அவர் கேட்குறேன். அப்போ then Shankaracharya want to give another example. If you have such a doubt, எனக்கு தெரியும் உனக்கு அந்த சந்தேகம் வரும்னு, so another example he gives, light example. Light is not மூர்த்தம். Prakasha. Prakasha has got any form? No. Now I'll give the Prakasha example. Tambaran சொன்னா மூர்த்தம் ப்ராப்ளம் வருதுன்னு சொல்கிறேன் இல்லையோ. Now I give the light example. From Upadesha Sahasri only, he gives that example. It comes in the 14th chapter, 3rd and 4th slokas. Now 4th sloka he is taking, 14th chapter Upadesha Sahasrila, and the footnote they have given. We'll read the shloka first. Vyanjako va yatha lokah Vyangyasyakarataamiyat Sarvartha vyanjakatvadhih Arthakara pradushyate. Vyanjakaha. Now he goes more further. That point he has not mentioned. In another chapter it is going to come. First just I will mention here. Vritti vyapti means thought pervading the object. It's called vritti vyapti. If to thought pervade the object, vritti by itself is jadam, inert. It cannot pervade the object. So, the vritti vyapti along with that chidabhasa, the chaitanyam also has to come along with the vritti. So, that is called phala vyapti. Phala vyapti means chaitanya vyapti. In a vritti generated in the mind is jadam, inert. Vritti cannot travel all the way to have association with the object. So, vritti to travel, it has a support of that chidabhasa, pratibimba chaitanyam. And the pratibimba chaitanyam chidabhasa sahita vritti pervades the vishaya. So, ghatta, the klip vishayam, klip vritti and klip jnanam. Ghata vritti and ghata jnanam. So, when the vritti pervades the pot, you get ghata vritti pervades the pot. So, to get ghata jnanam, jnanam cannot come in jada vritti. Very, very important point. Jnanam cannot come by jada ghata vritti. Because the vritti is associated with consciousness, chidabhasa chaitanyam, that jnanam is possible because of chaitanyam. That is why you say, I am conscious of pot. Ghata vritti, ghata jnanam. Ghata jnanam is called phala vyapti. Phala vyapti. Jnanam belongs to chaitanyam, not jada vritti. So vritti has to pervade the pot, then you have to get the jnanam. That jnanam is possible only by the consciousness. So along with vritti, what is coming? Consciousness, beam of light pervades. You recognize the pot, ghata jnanam comes. Koncham kashtama irukalla. Ghata jnanam comes. Therefore, in Dakshinamurti Stotram, Nana Chidra Ghatodara Sthita Mahadeepa Prabhavaswaram. Nana Chidra Ghata. There are lot of holes. Light is there inside. And the beam of light pervades. Nana Chidra Ghatodara Sthita Mahadeepa Prabhavaswaram. And it pervades the beam of light and occupies. And it makes you to know the other object. Similarly, consciousness through these holes, eyes, ears, all this consciousness comes out along with that vritti and makes that object evident. That's what he says here. Vyanjakaha va yatha alokaha. Yatha alokaha, the light. Vyanjakaha means the illumining light. The illumining light, Vyanjakaha, alokaha. Vyangyasya akaratam iyat. Vyangyasya means of that object. Vyangyasya means the revealed object, the lighted up object. It takes of that shape. Now you are seeing this part because of light. Light is taken it as granted. You are getting the knowledge of this part because of the light is pervading now. Outer light is also pervading. So it pervades the shape, takes the shape of that part. That's why you get part knowledge. Now this hall is illumined. Are you able to see the light now? The prakasha? Prakasha you cannot see. Prakasha as its form, prakasha has its own form. Prakasha, that which it illumines, it takes the form of that object. That which it illumines, that form this light takes. In the hall, periya hall, and the light is taking shape of the hall. This light is taking the shape of the hall. That is called image. That is called image. The light which doesn't have its own form take the shape, image of that object which it pervades, which it envelopes. The light is pervading the whole hall now. Light is of the shape of the hall. Now what you are seeing? You are seeing hall. Because of what you are seeing the hall? Light. Otherwise you cannot see the hall. If it is dark fully, how can you see the hall? But we never say, I am seeing light plus hall. We never say. What we say? Hall only we are seeing. Surya Rasmi also. The beam of light, Surya, Prakasha, you are able to see all objects, all people, walking, vehicles, so many things you are seeing. Because of whom? That light, Prakasha. Prakasha is enveloping the object, then you are able to see the object. Now when I ask you, what you are seeing? I am seeing the car, you say. You never say, I am seeing the car plus light. Without which you cannot see the car. But we have taken it as granted. Light, I am seeing through the car. And then light I am seeing through the car. அப்படி சொல்லணும். சொல்ல மாட்டோம். சொன்னா you are intelligent person. அப்படி சொல்ல வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. When I see the person, consciousness plus matter I am seeing. Whenever I see consciousness, Satchit plus clay matter I am seeing. இப்படிதானே சொல்லணும். What exists? அதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டோம். சத்தியம் விட்டுட்டோம். பொய்யை பிடிச்சிட்டோம். We have taken the unreal thing, and because of which everything is evident, we have forgotten. Light. Alokaha. Vyangyaha. Akaratam. Vyangyasya akaratam. Vyangyasya means the form of that object the light takes. Light appears in the form of that object. Vyangyasya akaratam iyad. The illuminating object. Vyangyasya means the illuminated object. Light takes the form of that illuminated object. Which object it is illumining? That object. Now you see the electricity is there. Which form is it taking? The bulb form it is taking, because it is illumining the bulb. Different varieties of bulbs. You go to that electrical shop. Different varieties and different types, shapes of bulbs. Electricity doesn't have any form. Electricity means how it looks. Is a Murta Dravyam? Murta Dravyama? Is it tangible, visible, gross material? No. It doesn't have. Bulb is bulb because of electricity. Bulbasya bulb. Fanasya fan. Srotrasya srotram. Chakshusha chakshuhu. Manaso manaha vachoha vacham. Who? I, the consciousness. அப்படி சொல்லணும். பிரம்ம சைத்தன்யம் అని சொன்னா இப்படியே இருப்போம் நம்ம. I, the consciousness enlivening the matter in that form. I take the form of that. If I am in elephant body, I take the elephant shape. I am in ant body, I take ant shape. I am in Brahmaji's body, in Brahmaji's body shape I take. Really speaking, I am shapeless, formless. Arupam, I am. Yattad adresham, agraham, agotram, avaranam, achakshu, shrotram. Alla formless and solradhukkaga idu. Not available. That is what? Vyangyasya akaratam iyat. Of what? Which object? Sarvartha vyanjakatvat. Not one object. Not only Shabda, not only Rupa, all Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, every object. Sarvartha means every object. Vyanjakatvat, because of that illumination of every object. Arthakara pradrishyate. Artha means here Vishaya. And the Vishaya. Akara means a form. Tattad akara. Arthakara means what? Vishayakara. Pradrishyate is very, very clear, evident. We are seeing in our life. So, now understand, I, the consciousness, form a reflected consciousness in the mind. Because of that reflected consciousness in the mind has got a capacity to raise a thought. And the thought is able to go out. If it wants a form, it goes through the eyes. If it wants to know the sound, it goes through the ears. If it wants to know the smell, it goes through the nose. If it wants to touch, it goes through the skin. It wants to know the left out. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and sparsha. என்னென்ன பொருள் ஞானம் வேணுமோ அப்பப்போ முருகன் இட்லி சாப்பிடணும்னா டங்கு கிட்ட போயிடும். அது என்ன அந்த ஆகார விருத்தி. மியூசிக் சீசன் அதுக்கு தான் சுவை. ரசம் வந்து காதுக்கு ப்ளஸ் டங்குக்கு. அதுக்கு தான் எல்லாம் கேன்டீன் வச்சுருக்காங்க நிறையா. அந்த டான்ஸ் ப்ரோக்ராம்னா காதுக்கு கண்ணுக்கு டங்குக்கு. Suppose mind goes only for dance, seeing, not hearing the music. What is the use? Everything is there, the nice prasadam they are giving. So tongue also has to work. So the vritti goes towards the food and the form, the dance program, seeing and eating popcorn, tasting and listening the music. Mood ஒரே வாட்டி நடக்கிறது பாருங்க. At a time. What a great. At a time. Ashtavadhanam pandro namu. We are doing Ashtavadhanam. Such is the greatness of the Chaitanyam. Illumining the mind. Mind borrows sentiency from consciousness. That mind gives sentiency to the eyes. They are able to perceive. Ears are able to hear. Then objects we are knowing. Anubhava. Jnanam. Jnanam, anubhavajanya. Jnanam, vrittijanya. Anubhava, vritti is because of Chaitanyam. Who is this Chaitanyam? Fortunately, I am. Claim aham brahma asmi. Enlivening the matter, jadam, inert body, mind complex. Not one body, in all bodies. In all species, everywhere, because I am all pervading and all pervading also. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।